Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Fate Calton with Alpha Tau Omega Fraternity here to tell us about Walk Hard.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
And Walk Hard, it's become a major event every year, a big fundraiser. But for the folks at home who are uninitiated and the few that haven't heard about this, if you've been around here, you know, tell us about Walk Hard and what's it all about.
Yeah, so Walk Hard is ATO's signature philanthropy event we hold each year. It's a 128.3-mile walk. We start at the quad here at Troy University and we walk all the way to Pier Park in Panama City Beach, Florida. It takes 6 days total. We do it in support of Jeep Sullivan's Outdoor Adventures. And what Jeep does is he takes local wounded warriors in the area out on any like hunting, fishing excursions, really anything outdoors that kind of gets them back out outside, just for them to enjoy themselves.
Now, as college students, you know there's an easier way to get to Panama City over here, right?
Driving.
So, to drive it. But tell us about why this takes place and why it's significant for you all to make this walk every year.
One big thing that we hold ourselves on, and we tell the guys each year that walk, is that this is bigger than you, this is bigger than the fraternity, this is bigger than almost anything you'll ever do in your life. It takes 6 days, and we're so tired and we're hurting by the end, but it's just a little smidge of just what these veterans are going through on a day-to-day basis, and it's just a little bit we can do to pay our respects for how much they have given us to live in this country that we live in.
And you've walked.
Yes.
2 years ago, you walked as a freshman.
As a freshman.
So tell us about your experience and how you felt going through this ordeal.
It really opened my eyes to not only our wounded warriors, but just the things Jeep does for these guys. Each night we'll have a wounded warrior that works with Jeep come down and speak to us, and he'll give us his story, his testimony, and it really shows like what we're doing matters, and it really hits home.
And talking about that, we talk about you walk down there, it takes 6 days because you do take breaks. It's not like you walk all the way straight through, but you do have these moments each night. There's these opportunities to stop, and you hear from these individuals that you're helping. And I know that's got to be comforting when your feet are aching, you got blisters, you're sore, you're tired.
Yeah. One of the biggest things I used to tell myself, each day after the night before one of the guys would speak is I'd be walking, I'd be hurting, I'd be in my head saying, oh man, I want to quit. It's so easy to quit right now. And then I'd think about what the guy with the warrior had said the night before, and about how you can't quit, and the pain that he's going through is really for the rest of his life, and mine's only temporary. I'm only getting that little bit of what he's going through, and I've got to do this for him. You
get through, and then you get to hit Panama City, and that's always one of the cool things. I love to see the video. I love to see you guys make that run into the water. And there we go. We're taking a look at one of the shots right there, walking in. This is probably the big thing I know. For the walker, this is probably one of the best moments right there.
Definitely. This is actually my year walking in, and I cried. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest, I cried because not only that it was over, but just seeing the amount of support from the community coming down and just welcoming us in, it was just a big relief just knowing that everybody in Troy and then all our friends and family had our backs during this.
And of course, this is a fundraiser. So let's talk about that element because you're raising money. How can people help out with this fundraising effort?
Yeah, so the best way to donate is to visit our Facebook page at ATO Walk Hard. There's a link to our crowd change. It's kind of like a GoFundMe, but it caters and it helps us a little bit more. You can donate through that. There's also, we post links each day of all the walkers and their little bio and a little story on why they're talking. So if any one of those really hits home with you, we have their link to their individual page that if you would like to donate to their individual page, you can.
And of course, the opportunity to get involved and take part in this and raise money because you raise a lot of money.
Yes.
And every year that number has increased in dramatic fashion. And last year, how much did you end up raising?
$73,000.
$73,000 based off of a $60,000 goal.
Yes.
So you surpassed it by $13,000. That's a lot of money. And I know I've been following along with this for many years, and that goal has gone up every year, and the amount you raise has gone up every year. So tell me now, has the goal gone up again this year?
It has. The goal is $65,000 this year. We hope to hit that or even exceed it. We've been very blessed over the past couple of years of exceeding our goal, so we're hoping for the same this year.
And to be able to, and what does that mean for the brothers to be able to hoist that check at the end and that number to be so big? Because it really is surprising to see an effort by a bunch of college kids, basically raise that much money.
Yeah, it's definitely a gratifying moment knowing all that hard work you've put in over the past several months paid off, to go towards these veterans.
And you get the chance to see those veterans. You get to talk to Jeep, and you get to see and a lot of them end up being there. As like a matter of fact, one of them was walking with you guys on the video that we saw there, going into the park. But having that opportunity to raise money and for a good cause and worth all the pain and the effort. And once again, if someone wants to donate, what can they do?
Go to our Facebook page, Alpha Tau Omega, and we have a crowd change link on there, which will take you to our fundraising page.
All right, and when y'all heading up for the walk?
So March 6th, 8 a.m. sharp, the guys will be leaving the quad, and they'll begin their walk and journey right there. And then March the 11th, we'll be walking into Pier Park around 3 or 4 that afternoon.
So if anybody's down for spring break, they can come over and check you guys out.
Definitely.
All right, well, good luck with this year's walk, and thanks for joining us today.
Awesome, thank you.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.